Melanie here. Thank you for joining me in today's workout. Today I have something a little bit different. We're going to be using some dumbbells. If you have 10 pounds, 15 pounds, or 5 pounds, anywhere in that range, that will be perfect for what we're about to do. We're still going to make it high intensity. We're still going to stick with interval training, but we're going to take the jumping up. So if you have bad joints, this is going to be a low impact workout. It's still going to pack a punch. Do not worry. I will make modifications as we go. If you do not have dumbbells, don't worry. You can still do these moves with just your body weight, and you'll just move your arms and your hands in the same way that I am. So don't fret if you don't have any dumbbells, but if you do, this is a great one. We're going to get some resistance training and strength training in here as well. As always, make sure you're fully warmed up before starting this workout. So you want to do some active and dynamic stretching and all planes of motion before you get started. Even just 5 minutes, move that body around before you get into this. That would be fantastic. We're going to spend each exercise, we're going to spend 40 seconds of work and then 20 seconds of rest. That's going to be the interval style that we're going to do today. We have 6 exercises in total, and we're going to do 3 total rounds. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, we will be using dumbbells today. Make sure you have water on hand and potentially a towel if you need it. I should probably have one, but I don't have it with me, so we're just gonna go for it. All right, I am going to show you the first exercise, and then I will be utilizing our rest periods to showcase the next move. Okay, so the very first exercise you're gonna do, you are gonna grab both of your dumbbells. We're gonna do a skier. So I want you pushing your hips. You're gonna hinge at the hips and push your sit bones back behind you, and then use that hip extension to power your arms forward. So your arms aren't doing much. I don't want you swinging your arms. You're gonna let your hips do the move for you. It's very similar to a kettlebell swing, but we don't have kettlebells, so we're gonna use our dumbbells. Okay, that's gonna be move number 1. I'm gonna grab water before we get started. All right, y'all. Let's do it. I'm excited to get a little strength-based workout in. Timer is going, 40 seconds. So you're hinging and swinging. Keep that core nice and tight. You're not squatting. You're pushing your sit bones back behind you. And then you're extending those hips forward, squeezing the glutes, letting your hips and glutes power this movement. Keep it nice and controlled. Core should be nice and tight here. 5 seconds to go. Neck should be neutral. Rest. We have 20 seconds. The next move, we're going to do a plank row. You're going to get into a high plank position. Your hands will be on the dumbbells, wide legs, and you're going to row, alternating arms. Making sure the hips stay level, they're not opening up. Here we go. High plank, wide legs so you have a nice solid foundation. Drive that elbow back behind you. Keep those hips level, don't let them open up. And then make sure that neck is neutral. You don't want it up here and you don't want it down here. It's in line with that spine. Drive that elbow back. Bring the dumbbells towards your hips. Over halfway. 10 seconds left. 5. Keep the core really tight. Don't let the hips come up at all. Rest. You're going to take 1 dumbbell this time. We're going to do a static lateral lunge, passing the dumbbell back and forth. It's in the opposite hand, going to opposite foot, pushing your hips behind you. And go. So same rules apply. You're pushing your hips behind you, keeping your core really tight. The lateral lunge is really going to focus on our inner thighs. It's good to move in all planes of motion. You know, I love my lateral movements. So from the side, you can see I'm pushing everything behind me. I'm not getting into my toes. I'm nice and balanced in my feet. Keep that core really tight. Rest. Next move. You're going to be on your back. Both dumbbells Push them together. You're gonna do a push press, keeping the elbows tight in, and you're gonna press them up and down. And let's go. Push press, keep the elbows tight, they're close in, they're not out here. You're gonna feel this in the chest, in your triceps, and in your shoulders. For this move, it's absolutely fine if your low back is not pressed into the ground, that's okay. We want the shoulders actually driving into the floor. Keep going. This one burns. Nice and controlled movements. Almost there. Good, rest, 20 seconds. Back to one dumbbell, you're gonna stand up. You're gonna do a reverse lunge with a twist. You're gonna step back, twist towards your forward leg. Alternating legs each time. And here we go. Twist. I want you to be really intentional with this movement. So twist slowly. Keep that core really tight. There's no need to speed through this one. We want to focus on what it is we're trying to work. So we've got our legs going, we've got our core going, working the obliques. We're getting little muscles in our back with that twist. Less than 10 to go. Almost there. Last one. Awesome. Okay, one more before we get a break. Grab both dumbbells. You're going to do a squat and a single arm overhead press. You're going to squat, press overhead, alternating arms each time. And here we go. Dumbbells up, squat, overhead press, single arm. Alternating each one. Breathe through it, go nice and slow here. We want quality over quantity. When you are pressing up overhead, do not shrug your shoulder up towards your ear. You're keeping your shoulder blade locked into place. Trying to get that hand directly over the shoulders. You don't want it hanging too far in front. Rest. Good. We have 1 minute. I'm watching the clock. And then we're gonna go into round two. Round two is the same exercises. So we are going to be starting with the skiers. So we'll enjoy this little break. Grab some water. I wanna make sure we get that full minute of rest in because we are adding resistance and strength-based training, so we want the muscles to recover. Heart rate's still up. You can tell I'm breathing heavy. Now would be a good time if you want to go up or down in weights and you have the ability to do so. Make sure to grab those weights and have them on hand. If you only have one dumbbell, if you don't have any dumbbells, like I said in the beginning, these moves can all be done with just no weight in your hand. It's absolutely fine. 10 seconds. I'm gonna get myself into position. All right, we've got 5. Stand up, grab those dumbbells. Here we go, skiers. Core tight, hinge at the hips, and extend and power through the glutes to get you up. Pushing the butt straight back. You're pivoting in those knee joints, but you're not squatting down. Notice how my neck is neutral as well. My neck is not up here. I'm not looking ahead. I'm letting it go with my spine. Over halfway. 10 seconds. We got this. This is a great full body movement here. Plank rows coming up next. These ones are tough. So remember, we're in a high plank position. We have a wide stance with our legs, so we have a really good base. Nice support. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You're drawing that elbow back, bringing the dumbbell close to your hips, not letting your hips twist and open up. You're keeping everything nice and level, nice and steady. You're controlling that dumbbell all the way up, but all the way down as well. You don't want it slamming into the ground. This one's tough. This one's a challenge. You can do this without weights just as easily. Keep that body moving in any way. So if the weights are too much, don't use them. 5 seconds left. Rest. 20 seconds. Next one is going to be that lateral lunge dumbbell pass. So you're only going to need one dumbbell for this one. 10 seconds to go. Remember, we want to be balanced in the feet. Don't let the weight go into the toes. Here we go. Because this weight is transitioning in the middle, you want to keep that core tight. That way your back isn't taking a lot of the brunt of that weight, okay? So important. Core should always be engaged, nice and tight. Another thing you want to think about is my shoulder blades are still drawn back a little bit. I'm not letting my shoulders round in front of me. They're pulled back. I have a nice broad collarbone, proud chest. Keep going. Almost there. Rest. Woo! We have the push press coming up next. You are on your back. I'm going to challenge you this time. Now, I want you to get into a glute bridge hold position, and then we're going to press on top of that, okay? And here we go. So bridge up. Oops, press. So we're doing two separate things here. We're doing a glute bridge hold. So those glutes should be on fire. If you feel your low back engaging, I want you to drop the butt, take out the bridge, and just focus on the press. But if those glutes are firing, keep at it. We're gonna hold this for 40 seconds. Double duty here. Giving the glutes some love, giving that upper body some love. Keep pressing. Still nice and controlled here. Keep those elbows tight into the body. Rest. Woo! Okay, we're only gonna need one for this next one. We've got that reverse lunge with a twist. Y'all are doing so good. Doesn't it feel good to have a little bit of added resistance here? And let's go. Step back, twist. If lunges and squats are hard for you, don't step back as much. Just do a little mini, a slight bend. Remember, be intentional on this movement. This one's really important. Don't go quickly in that twist. We got a lot of muscles engaging with that twist. We want to make sure we're working them intentionally and properly so we reduce the risk of injury. Almost there, y'all. Rest. 20 seconds. The last one is that squat overhead press. So we need both dumbbells for this one. 10 seconds to go in that rest. I'm going to show you from the side this time around so you can focus on my squat form. Dumbbells up my shoulders. Here we go. Squat down, overhead press. Squat down, overhead press. You'll notice when I am pressing that dumbbell up overhead, my core is tight. I am not dumping my hips forward and my low back is not arching. I'm not doing this. If you have to do that to get the weight up and the weights are too heavy, drop it down. Again, we want to be very intentional with these movements. Just because we're doing circuit training doesn't mean that form goes out the window. So important. Rest. Almost there. Okay. One more round, but we get a full minute of rest. Grab water. Maybe rethink the weights. Go up if you want, go down if you want. Now that we have 2 rounds under our belt, we know how our body feels doing these movement patterns. If anything doesn't feel right, adjust as necessary. If squats don't feel good, do a lower, don't bend down as much. Okay, 30 seconds from halfway through this rest. And then one more round, and then y'all are done. You got your workout in for today. If I did not mention it, this is a 20-minute workout, which is perfect. You can always add an additional round, or if you're short on time, you can stop at 1, 2, 3, whatever you need. It's very customizable. That's the beauty of it. Okay, 10 seconds to go. Last round. Okay, everybody stand up, grab both the dumbbells. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Skiers. I keep talking about being intentional in the movements. This one is very important. Take your time. Make sure you're pushing your hips and glutes behind you. You're not squatting. Your neck is neutral. You're letting your hips and your glutes power that movement. You're not using your arms to pull the weights up. You're using the momentum that you get from that hip and glute extension to power your arms up. This one might feel a little weird at first. It's okay. Keep practicing. Keep that back nice and neutral. You notice my back is flat. Rest. Whew. Plank rows. I know these are hard, but we can do it. If you need, take out the weight. Just use your arms. That's absolutely fine. 3 seconds to go. Last time we're doing this move today. Here we go. Wide stance, row. Slow and controlled. Both bringing your elbow back and your arm back down. Keep your base steady. Don't let the hips come up. Don't let them sink down. You should be feeling this not only in your arms and your back, but your core should be on fire. Over halfway. Keep going. This is the last time we're doing this move today. Less than 10 to go. Rest. Lateral lunge, pass, coming up, 1 dumbbell needed. We're gonna be standing for this one. I love having a little bit of added weight. Okay. Get ready, and let's go. Balance in those feet. Don't get into those toes. You're still pushing your hips and glutes behind you. Back is neutral, core is tight. Breathe through it. Think of all the muscles you're building. Think of all the strength you're achieving. Feels powerful, huh? Weights are a wonderful thing. Even if they're 2 pounds, 5 pounds, we all gotta start somewhere. Even if it's our body weight, rest. All right, back into that glute bridge hold with the push press. Same rules apply. Get into that proper glute bridge position. Low back press into the ground and then bridge up. And then start pressing. If you feel your low back, bring your butt down. Here we go. Bridge up, press. Squeezing those glutes. The glutes should be on fire. Again, I know I'm a broken record, but if that low back starts acting up, lower your hips. Take out the glute bridge, focus on the press. Keep those elbows close in. Working lots of muscles here. Chest, triceps, your deltoids. You got this. Keep pushing. If you have lighter weights, you can go a little bit faster here if you want. Rest. Whew. 20 seconds. We have the reverse lunge with the twist coming up next. You only need 1 dumbbell. This one off to the side so you don't step on it. In 5. Go. Here we are. We step back and twist. Very intentional, nice and controlled. Another thing, you want to make sure your shoulders are in line with those ankles. meaning you don't want to put too much weight on that back leg, all right? Got to maintain proper form. It's really important too, if you have bad knees, you don't want to put a lot of weight on that back leg. This one creeps up on you. It's hard. It takes balance, it takes core strength. 3 seconds left, and you get a couple more in. Rest. Squat plus overhead press. And then we have completed our workout. And give yourselves a big pat on the back. All right. Here we go. Dumbbells up. Let's get ready to go. Squat. Overhead press. Great job. Remember, we're not shrugging the shoulder. Keeping that core tight, you're balanced in your feet. You got this. Externally rotate your hand at the top, palms are facing out. If that doesn't feel good, you can keep your palms neutral. Either way works. Last thing you're gonna do. Almost there. Rest. We did it. Yay. That was fun to throw some weights in there. We're gonna do that more often. It's really good to balance out the workout with some added resistance. Great job today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Check us out on Instagram, check us out on YouTube at Revivewell Training. You can find all of these workouts online. We have a great resource library with mobility. We've got foam rolling, we've got HIIT workouts, tons of core workouts. Whatever you need, you can find on our YouTube page and then Instagram as well at Revivewell Training. Lots of great content. So I will see you next time. And until I do, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week. Bye.